So, welcome, sprint review for sprint 34 it is. Today I will demonstrate what features have been delivered and what's upcoming to be delivered in the next 2 weeks, which is the duration of our sprint. So, if we go to the board, oh wait, I think I already closed it. Then for sprint 34, first and foremost, not necessarily foremost, but one thing that I wanted to highlight was participant analytics requested by Carbify. Get a little bit deeper insight into who is actually participating in your campaign, and it even goes up to the moment before they start participating in quests. So as soon as somebody signs in for your widget, they are listed in the participant overview. When they participate in certain quests, they are visible in the participant overview for that quest. I will demonstrate those features in a bit. Then another big one, campaign collaborators. So within the settings of your campaign, you are now able to invite other users to collaborate on your campaign. At this point, everybody has equal permissions. I think the only difference is that a non-campaign owner will not be able to remove the campaign owner. But other than that, it's a good start for a nice permission model. And small task website field is now added to the onboarding model. We're using this data in HubSpot. Let's see if that works appropriately. Then this one I already mentioned in the analytics participant stuff over here. So this is quest specific participant information. Then another one which makes total sense, requested by Carbify, was to add a publication status for quests. So they cycle through their quests quite quickly because they use a lot of social quests for Twitter, and they also remove the quests after they are done. But for their monitoring and analytics to view appropriately, those quests actually still need to exist and not be removed. So you can now unpublish them to hide them from the quest overview. They will be marked as unpublished in the dashboard, and you can still access the analytics and results for them. Then we have campaign duration, start date. Small task to include because it is part of what we have in mind for campaign discovery, which is a slightly bigger epic, which will display an overview of all the campaigns that are active within our software. So that was the bunch that I delivered. I want to highlight the participant stuff that I discussed, the collaborators feature. I will show a little bit this publication status too. And then lastly, we will run through what is currently available for campaign discovery. So let's first go to the dashboard. Going in as usual. Yeah, Mieszko, I took the liberty to invite myself as a campaign collaborator for the thanks pool, so that I had some data to actually view. So what's new is this participants tab over here. It takes a while to load, and I'm optimizing the query still. Perhaps it's even broken for this pool. Then let me display a different one. So what we have is this overview where we display account information, the way people signed in, ways that are social accounts that they have connected to their account, the wallet address of the wallet that has been deployed or is connected if they signed in through MetaMask, their current point balance, not to be mistaken with points they have earned in total, whether they are subscribed or not, and when their account was created. So this will be an overview of all the participants, but if you go to quests, and you go, for example, to this quest, you will see a similar overview than specific to this quest. Let's see. This is interesting. This is really not really clear, but the created date over here, we'll create a follow-up for this, is actually the time that the quest was completed. But that should be made a little bit more clear. So yeah, all in all, relatively useful. Then when we go to settings, here you see actually the new start date that people can set to manage the duration of a campaign. And then over here, there is this collaborators feature. So let's see if we can invite my other email. So we send an invite. Go to Pete. Well, I will receive that one too. It will be marked as pending. And when you retry it, it will be sent again, and this date will also be updated. You will be able to remove this invite or to retrigger a resend. Oh, here you go, and then this is the updated bit. Now, if we go to my email, you will see that I have two emails now. One that was sent originally and one that was sent afterwards. If we accept the request, and we are already authenticated to the dashboard, this is the same account, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really make sense. If we are not authenticated, then we will be redirected to the login page. So let's try that flow, because that's a little bit more common. So I used the wrong email address, but now I'm gonna connect with my correct email address, and this is actually possible. So a user could be invited on one address, but then still create an account with a different address and use that account to become the collaborator on a pool. And then this is the pool that I got invited to. You will be able to see here that now my main account is the owner, and the account that I signed in with now, the email is updated to the one that I use, and it's also marked as accepted. And when I leave this, I will be removed from the campaign. There's an old one. And as you can see, it's also removed from the overview now, and when I try to still access it, it will not allow me to. So yeah, that's the collaboration feature. Then another one, which is this one. Yeah, it's already live on this domain, but we don't link to it yet, so there's no traffic here. Refresh. Is the campaign discovery. So it starts off with a relatively static header. In the near future, we could even extend it with some sort of a menu if we add more sections to this site. Under the hood, it's actually the same application as the widget, which made it way more easy to build out features, because yeah, a lot of the stuff that was necessary was already there. One of the call to actions is for people to start a campaign if they wish to, and I have a second call to action to redirect them to our public site to learn more. But in terms of data, we are aggregating the latest quests for active widgets, which is this list at the moment, and we have quite a complex aggregation pipeline to display this overview of campaigns. So currently we sort them based on participants count, which is the number over here, and there are two filter criteria, and one is that they at least need one reward to be active, and the other one is that there should be at least one participant, I think. Yeah, at least one participant. But things that we can add to adjust this, for example, is to also make the widget activation status a part of it. Or alternatively, we could add something to the dashboard for people to either opt in or opt out to having their campaign being shown in this this overview. You can search it quite well. So now we get the nice quest, and well, if there are a lot of results, there is pagination that you can use to run through it. Still needs a little bit of tweaking, but I think it's a good first start, and that it is at least something that we can start releasing and using in production now. The last thing is that the videos that Philip is regarding the use cases, I wanted to at random, perhaps on a daily basis, display one of them into this section, because it also shows the product in a nice way, and it could be beneficial for the campaigns themselves. So that's what I wanted to show. Perhaps quickly pause to see if you have some questions. Yes, go.
No, it's super clear. Yeah, it's looking great. I like the design of the campaign overview, and that we're using the videos. And the collaboration features is stuff that customers ask us all the time. So yeah, I think that's super good.
Sounds good. Yeah, those use case videos will also be published on the public website. By the way, I'll create an overview over there. So we're gonna put them to even more use. Then, yeah, that was sprint 34. Then for the next one, what we have scheduled, perhaps it's better to look over here. What I mentioned, so we're going to extend those use case pages with those videos that Philip created. There are quite some updates that I need to do to the pricing page. Those things are I plan to deliver today. Then it was reported that Carbify users were still experiencing some oddities during the authentication. Wasn't able to reproduce this, but I discovered a different bug that might have been the cause of this, so I fixed that. Now I'll just ask them to see if this is still an issue, and if not, this command can be closed quite easily. I suspect that there is an issue in the NFT claim flow for Jordi. Jordi has been testing the new wallet architecture, and he was quite happy with it, but not necessarily within the claim flow. I think our redirect is broken there. Now we have, since we have extended the campaign overview, so I'm gonna do a little fix over there, and then something that is slightly bigger has everything to do with the token exchange handler. One issue that it will solve is that when dashboard users are previewing the widget and they sign into the widget, they are actually signed in with the existing session that they have for the dashboard. The session for the dashboard is limited to certain things it needs access for, which are all dashboard related. And this is not always something that users expect, because they think they signed in through their widget account, which is sometimes a MetaMask account or something like that. Well, there are no such things as different accounts for those things, but there are separate sessions for that. So what I'm going to do now with this token exchange handler is that once people start requesting the widget with an access token that is obtained for dashboard, under the hood we will trust the user that he is authenticated properly, and we'll just exchange one token for the other token so that the application will not cause any issues. Or we alternatively not sign in the user into the widget with the dashboard access token. This is also something that's part of it. And then one more, which was requested from Carbify, which I also think it makes sense, is to add an option to extend your authentication time to 7 days. This will be a checkbox on the sign in page. And this is because their users on a daily basis try to complete quests or do other things, but they don't really like to sign in on a daily basis. I think it makes sense to add something like this. It wasn't there before because I believe it would have a lot of security impact, but since there is only little value in those wallets anyway, we can optionally loosen up those things a little bit. And as a dashboard user, I want to be able to create coupon perks. This is actually an epic for coupon rewards. Which will mean that users in the dashboard will be able to upload a CSV file with discount codes, for example, and that a new reward type is created for it. And when users in the widget try to redeem points for that reward, they will get one of those uploaded coupon codes. And this will enable nice collaboration with some e-commerce thingies from out the widget. Idea Gaming is one of the ones that wants to co-design this with us and then also start using it. And there are more customers that have web shops that should be able to implement this nicely. Small task. We're gonna store message close status because this was also annoying some Carbify users and it's a relatively small effort. We're going to store it in session storage so that you don't have to close it every time in their case they want to connect to their own dashboard. And we have implemented Wallet Connect for the Web3 quests, which were delivered a while ago. And the implementation went quite smooth. So I also want to extend our authentication flow with Wallet Connect so that we not only depend on MetaMask, but also can offer Wallet Connect as an authentication method in there. And with that, open up more ways for people to connect their hardware wallets or other wallets to our software. But yeah, that's what is planned. Any comments on that?
No, I think the step to include Wallet Connect is a good one. It opens up a lot of possibilities, especially for the more power users. So that's great. I think people will like that.
Yeah,
Obviously,
we don't know, of course.
Sorry?
Oh, we don't know, of course, if those power users really were blocked by not being able to connect through Wallet Connect. But since the effort is really low, nothing is really holding us back to at least see what happens there.
Yeah, I do get a bit of questions about which wallets we support, so hopefully that will help. Also, this cookie free product, which I am talking to, they can measure which wallets people use when they visit the website, so maybe we can get some data from that.
Oh, yeah.
And make some informed decisions. Quite nice product they have there. Okay.
All right. Then this was it, I think. Nothing to add. Next sprint review for sprint 35 is in 2 weeks. We'll post updates in the product released announcement channel whenever they are available. So thanks. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye.